Playboy is an American men's lifestyle and entertainment magazine. A large portion of the money Hugh Hefner used in order to start Playboy was his mother's. She gave Hugh a loan of $1,000 to help finance the launch of the magazine in 1953. By today's standards, that's over $8,000. I hope you're proud, mama. Hugh Hefner doesn't actually own the Playboy mansion. He rents it for $100 a month. The Playboy Mansion isn't quite the hedonistic paradise that it was in the 70s. Nowadays, the bunnies are more likely to watch one of Hugh's favorite movies from the 50s than have an orgy in the grotto. Two former girlfriends of Hef's recently compared the mansion to a prison run by their grandfather. The girls are paid by going to Hugh's room every morning, waiting for him to clean up dog poop from the floor, and listening to him complain about his relationships. Hugh then hands them crisp $100 bills and sends them on their way. The girls even have a 9 p.m. curfew. Famous porn star Kendra Wilkinson once complained about having to get incredibly intoxicated in order to endure the strenuous lovemaking of Hugh Hefner. Hugh is basically a grandpa, and they now have a nurse on standby in case he falls in the grotto. And the reason they have that is because he's already fallen in before. Former girlfriend Crystal Harris reported that she and Hefner only had sex once, and it lasted like 2 seconds. Former bunny Jill Ann Spalding, who stayed at the mansion for 5 days, said she never saw Hef use a condom while having an orgy with 10 women.
Don't have sex, because you will get pregnant and die. Don't have sex in the missionary position, don't have sex standing up. Just don't do it, promise?
Hugh Hefner is widely known for being obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. He even spent $75,000 on the grave plot next to hers.
I got that grave plot, I got that grave plot, I got that grave plot. It's right off the highway.
Hugh has a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Illinois. I'm just glad he's putting that education to good use. Everyone has posed for Playboy, even Marge Simpson. Hugh Hefner is the 9th cousin of both George W. Bush and John Kerry. What? Despite the Playboy Grotto's undeniable reputation for sanitation and cleanliness, in 2011 there was a breakout of disease in over 100 of the Domain Fest fundraiser attendees. The Playboy Mansion is one of the only private residences with an official zoo license. I wonder if they have any bunnies. Okay, I'm sorry, moving on. People argue that no one reads Playboy for the articles, but apparently the blind do. In 1985, US Congress decided to pull funding for the Braille edition of Playboy. They eventually overturned this after the backlash from a group of blind Playboy readers, claiming that this violated their First Amendment rights. Playboy even has the ability to revitalize the careers of some. Case in point, Drew Barrymore. The former troubled child actress made an amazing career rebound in the mid-90s after posing for Playboy. Although this did prompt her godfather Steven Spielberg to send her a quilt along with the note, "Cover yourself up." During a brief separation from Yoko Ono, John Lennon almost got beaten up at the Playboy Mansion after drunkenly extinguishing a cigarette on an expensive painting. And the proof of this incident is still hanging up on the wall. Luke Wilson was banned from the mansion for a year and a half after trying to sneak in his friend, telling security that it was his brother Owen, even though he later admitted he doesn't look anything like Owen. Luke was eventually let back in after making a tearful phone call, his words, to Hef's secretary. At one point, Hef was spending over $70,000 a year on breast implants for his girlfriends. There is an endangered subspecies of marsh rabbit that has been named after Hugh Hefner. It's rumored that there is a secret room known as the Elvis Room, where Elvis once spent the night with 8 bunnies at once. Hugh has closed this room off from the public, and I assume it's to preserve its integrity. Hef's former girlfriend Holly Madison was reportedly so obsessed with him that she spent the majority of her free time watching his old interviews, and she would even wear the same outfit as him while they were lounging around the mansion. And finally, according to many people who visited the mansion recently, it's looking a little worse for the wear, with shabby stained furniture, broken appliances, and a distinct old man smell.